So, Fatman.
So, fuck Dave Meltzer?
So, fuck Dave Meltzer.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've done a Reddit show, right?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it by the bag, pull it out, and then there's going to be Ryan holding some Reddits.
Chill the fuck out, Rico.
Rico.
That's quite descriptive about something that's happening next on the wrestling show. Welcome, everyone. This is Sleazy.
I always amazed at how fat I look in that last one. I'm fat now, but Jesus Christ, I was probably like 40 pounds fatter. There's an echo going on.
I believe it was Heavy G. It's fine.
God damn it, that motherfucker. I'm the fat man.
That was from 2013.
13. 11 years ago. My face looks like double the size as it is now.
Right?
Jesus.
Obviously, welcome everyone to the wrestling show. Another wonderful episode. First, let's go downstairs. Well, go upstairs to the man who is the only gold medalist on the wrestling show. Heavy G is with us.
What's happening, everybody? Get ready to talk some Reddit.
Oh, yes. And then, of course, the proud papa, Mr. Reddit himself, the blunt roller extraordinaire, Mr. Ryan Williams is here with us.
Hey, yo. Also, you didn't say it right. It is the 1 year anniversary. This day last year, we recorded our first Reddit Grabbag that got released as a podcast after. But it's just funny how full circle it's come for the Reddit stuff. For a random episode that we had no time for, it's turned into like a bit.
Yeah, I love it personally. Before we continue, I just want to quickly do a very, very quick shout out. You can check me out guest hosting on the latest episode of the Beyond the Seven Kingdoms podcast, where the host Beebs and I discuss politics intersecting with pro wrestling, the Battle of the Billionaires, a little pulling back the curtain on the real people behind the character. Links to the episode, the podcast, and their Linktree will be in the liner notes and also in the chat. So let's get right into it, though. Reddit, Ryan, you guys.
I'm going first because I said it. I have a recently wrestlers leaked nudes that we are going to show. So people, if you are upset and you think we're idiots for doing all this, go fuck yourself, because there's no way I wasn't showing this nude that was leaked.
Oh my God! How dare you? We're going to get thrown off the fucking air.
Fucking
eyes and everything else. Damn
fucking cried when I seen it. It was so good.
That's good.
Fucking it was amazing. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world to see. Which leads me to my question: which wrestlers' nudes that you've seen before did you want to see, and which one hasn't done it yet that you would want to see? That their nudes aren't outlined anywhere. There's a bunch of leaks and all that kind of shit. I know my answer for who I wanted to see. You wanted to see for years. Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
Like everyone? Like, this is pretty much everyone.
Trish Stratus? Eh.
Huh?
Eh. Well,
So who's your answer?
She participated in...
He's going to say Baby Doll. That's who he's going to say.
Sapphire, baby!
More precious, but... Oh, Sapphire, hell yeah. Get charged by the pound there.
Wow. Fuck.
When I stopped stripping, it got too expensive. I charged by the pound. Trish Stratus, yeah. Now, probably Rhea Ripley.
That's an interesting one.
Tiffany
So-
Stratton.
Sleazy, we already know what Asian you're going to pick.
Asuka.
So
As he freezes.
obviously she's done Grabbag already, so she's technically been topless, but no full nudes have been out of her, and obviously she doesn't do that kind of stuff. Io, Kyrie also did Grabbag. Obviously, Io did Grabbag at the same time as Asuka did. In terms of nudes, I'm not sure I care enough. And that sounds strange for me. I guess it's one of those things where it's like, if I want to see that,
You look at it for 10 seconds, be like, oh, cool. And
right? I don't know. It's just that kind of stuff doesn't excite me in that realm, if that makes any sense. I mean, it's one thing for porn. It's another thing when you're talking about somebody who's decently famous, and it's just like, yeah, she's hot. I'd like to see her naked, I guess, once, but it's more of a curiosity rather than a, oh God, I gotta go sit in the corner and beat off for 2 hours because I saw it. You know what I mean?
Said Mae Young. That's upsetting.
Because her leaks have been out there for years, like decades even. Like, have you seen her hand jobs?
I mean, just look at her son. That's all you got to.
Gonna say.
Sleazy, I have another one unless you want to go.
You go ahead.
Real stat. We did this before in another one, but I found a different link, so I'm going to see how many more different ones are there that we didn't talk about last time. Real stats or facts that feel fake. AJ Styles has wrestled 885 matches total in WWE. Has he wrestled more or less in TNA?
I want to say less.
Matches?
Matches.
I think he's done more in WWE.
I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to say he did more in TNA.
He did 808 in TNA.
Close.
So not far out, but still like, and
Very.
to me, I go, AJ's. Bubba Ray said it on things like there's WWE guys that love DCW and there's ECW guys that love WWE. I feel like AJ Styles is slowly morphing into a WWE guy, but everyone will still see him as a TNA guy.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. From 2003 to 2011, the total WrestleMania Intercontinental Championship match time combined is what?
Say that again.
From 2003 to 2011, the total WrestleMania Intercontinental Championship match time combined is how much?
Like 35 seconds or something like that. There's only one match.
Wrong. It's lower.
Yeah, there's only one match. It was Ray and JBL. I
Yeah.
don't remember how long it went. Well, like 10 seconds.
21 seconds.
21 seconds.
Yes! Yeah, bitch!
Yeah, it went. Yeah, it was like there was only one match. It was like less than a minute.
But don't you think that's odd that they wouldn't have showcased their second title more on that show?
That's okay. John Cena held the U.S. title. It's fine.
I got one for you.
Okay, give her.
This was a spot recently from SmackDown. Big hot tag moment coming up.
Smash.
That's great.
The question I posit to everyone on the group is, why is Kevin Owens not the greatest wrestler of all time?
Because Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair exist.
Okay, fair. No, legitimately,
Fucking Randy Orton, like
what is your favorite Kevin Owens breaking the fourth wall moment? That's one of them. That is immediately in my top 5. But what is your favorite?
I like when he was with Jericho and he's all like, "You're the goat." Well, you're the donkey. What? Whatever. I don't care. Whatever, I don't care.
Anytime he used to freak out during the promos with Sammy as tag champs, you don't call the name. When you say the name to come out. See? Do you see this shit right there? Like, fuck.
That's my favorite. That exact promo. It was like, I didn't call you to come out here. Why are you coming out here? I'm supposed to say your name, and then you come out, and then you're hilarious. I love shit like that.
I would say, I don't know if it's breaking the fourth wall, but I think I loved it when he mocked Enzo's dance on the apron.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
He's just all around just.
I have the answer.
Ooh,
Okay.
There's no way Jay Briscoe's winning the ROH World Title.
That's also true. I mean, but that's a different fourth wall break.
That's the answer.
It truly is.
Oh, the answer was 7.
Seven.
The answer was always 7.
This was a quote from Nigel McGuinness. In WWE, so many of my peers went on to success in terms of fame and money. There was a sense of failure, not achieving my dream. I found peace by women. I'm coming back to show I was as good as Bryan Danielson. If fortune had given me the right hand, I'd have the same success. Now, we've talked about Nigel a lot on the show over the past 12 years. One of the key things that we always talked about is how he got screwed in TNA because he got Hep C there, and WWE wouldn't want him in because he had a bum shoulder or whatever. Yeah. So here's my question I posit to you. Is he right?
No.
Do you believe that he would have been as big or even half as big as Bryan Danielson in WWE or even
Nope.
TNA?
Because he's Cesaro.
Yes.
Wow.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not. In fact, that's a great. It's McIntyre redefined who he was.
Mm-hmm.
Nigel never did. And with all due respect to Nigel, Nigel's a great wrestler, but he had one gimmick. You know what I mean? He was that guy. You know what I mean? And that was it. And yeah, it was defined by the fucking rebound area.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is fine. There's the reality. It's fine. Even to this day, people still do it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The man is very good in the ring, but the reality is that he would never have been the star that Danielson or many of his other peers from that era were. I dare say he wouldn't be as big of a star as Eddie Edwards is.
I'd put him on the plane.
I disagree with that, but only to a point. I see where you're going with it. I think just being on the WWE stage would have made him, but he wouldn't have been Nigel McGuinness in WWE.
No, he was Ryan Time Zone.
His name would not have been Nigel McGuinness. The casual WWE fan would not know who he is, and that's sad.
Never forget what WWE took from us.
Fuck.
Speaking of people being in different gimmicks,
hey, it's you.
What's your favorite crossover gimmick like that? Where a wrestler came in not at his current gimmick, but as something different, and you like the new gimmick more. And I don't necessarily mean them coming to WWE.
Husky Harris, Bray Wyatt.
But he was still in WWE for that. I'm talking like he was a huge star on the indies. They brought him in, and his main roster or WWE debut was completely different. I believe I know the correct answer.
I mean,
Uh,
there's Seth Rollins.
That's a good one. But I don't even think that's because he was the same.
Ambrose Moxley. Ambrose.
Ambrose, I'm just going to say that.
That's another great one. But I still don't think it beats the one I'm about to say.
Brad Pillman Jr., Lexus King.
Yikes, no. Sami Zayn.
Well, you're going over that case like El Hijo de Fantasma with Santos Escobar.
I don't think he was a bigger star than Sammy, and the gimmick was such a different gimmick. Like Seth Rollins is Tyler Black. I mean, there was a little bit of a change in his gimmick as he progressed in WWE, but it's still basically the same gimmick. Sami Zayn is a completely different person, completely different. You know, Generico's still fucking around with the kids in Mexico, you know?
What?
But Sami Zayn became this huge fucking star completely independent of El Generico. I don't see anybody else, at least in recent memory, that came to WWE like that.
Well, then if you're going to do it that way, then you'd have to say B. Marcalis to the Undertaker.
That's not a bad one. I think that he wasn't.
Isaac Yankem to Kane.
WWE to WWE. I'm talking like indies to.
Okay, Christmas Creature to Kane.
Yeah, because Christmas Creature was fucking over in the indies. I think Santa Claus was just as bad.
Sting
might be a good one because
Sting was WCW, but the gimmicks was WCW, if that's the parameters.
That's true. Yeah.
No,
but he was also in World Class.
Yeah.
As what were they?
He was
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Well, what about Dustin Rhodes coming over to Goldust? The Natural to Goldust. That's a complete different.
That is a complete different one.
Worst case about that though, he was the Natural in WWE. Well, he was Dustin Rhodes. You know what I mean? Like he was that
the early '90s. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say Shane Douglas, but he was in WWE. It would have been Shane Douglas to Dean Douglas. Like,
no one cared about Dean Douglas, though.
I'll fucking throw Doc Gallows.
Okay, that's a good one. That is actually a good one.
Was he Festus or something like that?
What about the Diamond Stud to Razor Ramon?
That's a good one too.
I was just going to say that.
That is a good one.
What about because he was Rugged Scott Hall in AWA.
Mm-hmm.
Brutus Beefcake to whatever fucking gimmick WCW gave him that week.
Buddha Dan, the Zodiac.
Oh no, we went through it one night. There was like 27 names.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Okay.
LA Knight has been wrestling longer than Roman Reigns. So when he lost to Roman at Crown Jewel, he was putting over a younger talent. Our Truth has held the NWA World Heavyweight title longer than Dusty Rhodes.
Yes, he has.
Yep.
I knew that.
Natty's WWE run is longer than Bret Hart's.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Him and her and TJ's training Brody's kid right now.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to take back bumps, but he can run the ropes and do basic training and stuff like that, which is wonderful. Colin went down to see them not that long ago when they went to Disney.
Who was the last wrestler that Paul Bearer managed on the Indies?
LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens has been wrestling longer than John Cena.
Yep, we knew that.
Who was the first person that Sid power bombed after he came back from his leg break? That's a good trivia one.
Mm-hmm.
Steiner?
He's a current WWE superstar.
Scott Steiner.
Oh, here we go.
Former tag champ, former Intercontinental champion.
Jey Uso. He's not former though.
One of us mentioned him within the last 5 minutes.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn. He worked an indie show with Sammy and WXWC4 back up in Montreal. And that was his first match was against Sami Zayn.
New funny meme time.
Ooh, go for it.
Glory to Rikishi. Glory to Rikishi. You know, fuck. SC Jerk is going to give me a lot of shit here tonight, too. They're so fucking funny.
So far, we haven't crossed over because I did grab some from SC Jerk.
Oh, nice.
WWE stars you've already forgotten. Okay, and this brings up a prompt. Name a wrestler that literally had a cup of coffee in WWE that you are surprised didn't stay.
Tom Brady
Okay, sure.
or Brandy, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, Salvador Sincero. He had look. He could wrestle. He was just given a shitty gimmick. And when WWE was full on shitty gimmicks in the 90s, why didn't that work? Oh, and the Patriot.
The Patriots, what I was going to go to.
I was going to say James Storm.
Cup of coffee in the NXT time.
Yep.
Or
James
Eddie
Storm.
Edwards and Davey Richards.
I was going to say the American Wolves is a good one, but I don't think
how about Callahan?
Callahan. Yeah, Callahan got stuffed with a shitty ass gimmick.
Juice
No,
Robinson.
he didn't. That was a great gimmick for NXT.
They
NXT
didn't use him right.
Callahan is a weird bag because Callahan's strength is on the microphone, and that gimmick was not a microphone gimmick. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I love Callahan. I think he's great talent. I always loved him. There are a few things he did in TNA that I wasn't happy with, but those are just one-off things.
Baseball bat Edwards.
What's that?
The baseball bat to Eddie Edwards.
No, that's
losing the world title to Tessa Blanchard.
The big one is pulling back the ring, but
of course,
right? Another one that I always think about. I think somebody said it actually is CJ Parker, Juice Robinson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Juice had so much upside, and
then he broke Kevin Owens' nose.
It was an accident, and it made him honestly, it made him a huge star that night. It was the best injury that could have happened to Kevin Owens that day.
What about EC3?
EC3 has different problems. That man, I am 100% positive, has an ego bigger than the combined weight of this show.
Isn't he the current NWA World Heavyweight Champion?
He is not, actually.
Oh, he's not.
I know he got.
If you're paying attention to the NWA lately, I guess
Which we're not.
Well, Ryan's the only one. They turned the national heavyweight title basically into the Money in the Bank. Option C for the X Division title. You had the national. You have to vacate the title for a title shot. No guarantees or anything like that. EC3 had belt for about a year. Tom Latner. I don't know if you know who that is.
Tom Lattimore. Yeah.
Bram. Cashed in the national title and beat EC3 at the most recent show. Now he is the champion.
Good for him.
So
Who was the first person to kick out of Hogan's leg drop?
Warrior?
No. It was...
That's a good one. I don't know.
It's for a dumb reason, too.
Sid!
There's your hint. I was just going to say that's the only hint I'm giving you.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 8.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, then he said, oh, Sid, because Papa Shango missed his cue.
Was laid down the fucking queue, yeah.
Yep.
Godfather talks about this. I have the quote. The problem is that they knew I was green, so they were going, don't go until we tell you. So for whatever reason, I got the cue late. I don't know. I was at the curtain like a track star getting ready to run. It was a long way, we're called White. So then they say, go, 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 go. And I went. Once I got there, I was like, oh, shit, what's going on? Because I wasn't watching the monitors.
This is a great stupid one because this will trigger Fat Man. Will Ospreay now has 42 matches rated 5-star or higher. He's more than Okada, Ric Flair, Kurt Angle, HBK, Steve Austin, Chris Jericho, Edge, Triple H, and The Rock combined. In fact, WWE, WCW, Ring of Honor, Jim Crockett Promotions, CNA, ECW combined have less than 42 matches that Will Ospreay has.
I mean, Dave Meltzer's entitled to his wrong opinion. That's fine.
I just blow the guy.
I mean, he might.
That's why Ospreay comes with white stuff hanging down every match. He already blew him.
I've seen everybody kick up a stink on this already, so I figure I share it now. Who is it? Is the big fight that we're getting that was shared on Raw last night? I've had two separate answers that I've seen. I don't know if anybody else has a different answer. Let's show it. Who is it?
Well, the obvious one is what the three letters are, I think.
Was it RPF?
Yeah.
FPR? PFR.
Penta Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they are also Viking letters.
So War Machine's coming back?
This is the other two teams outside that talked about this.
But isn't there a contract problem right now with them coming
Yes,
up?
but if we talk about things that go on the dirt sheets, we normally don't believe them. We just discuss them and see what happens. And if we're right, we're right. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. The dirt sheets are saying it's Viking Raiders. The dirt sheets are saying it's the Lucha Bros. The dirt sheets are also saying the Lucha Bros aren't even signed. They're still with AEW. So there's so much questions out there
it's
that
like, who the fuck knows this and see what happens.
Hang on.
So if they're Viking letters, it's a new God of War game. That's what it is.
on Raw, yeah.
So the three letters that it's associated with is either AVR or AWR.
AWR.
Is or war.
Yeah.
It's the War Raiders. Because it starts with P, which is V or W, then F is A, and then the R is R. So it's War Raiders. It's 100% the War Raiders. And for those...
And for those of you saying, when Sleazy says it's always 100%, he is always wrong.
Which is... Hey, I looked it up. It's not me saying it's wrong. It's the fact that that's the runic alphabet, and what are those three letters stand?
I'm just saying it's God of War 3.
It might be God. Who the fuck knows? They could absolutely do a cross promotion with God of War 3, and more importantly, they could tie the War Raiders into it. I would not put them past WWE to do something like that. And honestly, that's a good idea. Cat's gonna die.
I know, but we'll go with this now. What is the biggest? I got a bunch of different ones I'll read out though. What is the biggest butterfly effect in wrestling history? Is it the Austin 316 promo? Roman getting COVID before day one PLE? The screw job creating the heel boss for the rest of history? A plane of glass ultimately causing the best feud in 2024? Macho Man being unavailable to go on commentary one night, so Jerry Lawler jumped in. There's a bunch more, but I'll just go with them for the first couple to chat about.
I would go further back with the pane of glass thing. If it's the pane of glass you're talking about. Oh,
Punk.
no, wait. It's not the pane of glass you're talking
No, it's
about.
Punk Perry.
You're thinking the
No,
same
it
client.
is. It is. Because you can walk that back way further than that. Because technically speaking, the reason why CM Punk is currently in WWE is because of Carl Anderson.
Okay, I'm listening.
Carl Anderson, along with a couple other people, started the Bullet Club. Bullet Club includes all these wonderful people, New Japan. The reason why the Young Bucks ever knew Cody was because of the Bullet Club in New Japan. They start AEW and then work your way from there.
What if Triple H didn't cheat on China with Steph?
Wow.
Wow.
That's a big butterfly effect. Think about that for a second.
I mean, without Austin 316, Austin does... Actually, you can also do the Owen Hart dropping Austin on his head, too. But I think the Austin 316 thing kind of... Yeah, I think
that was...
Actually, you can go... It's the Montreal... It's not that. It's the...
Montreal?
No,
Curtain call?
Curtain call, thank you.
Yeah, the current call doesn't happen. A lot of things don't get put in motion.
Yeah.
That's because if that's the case, Austin doesn't win King of the Ring.
Yep. Austin 316 is ever born. He doesn't get hot. Not saying Vince still doesn't screw Brett, but there is no Austin McMahon.
There's not only that, out of all the ones that you've put out there, that's the only one where somebody potentially doesn't die. Owen Hart could very well still be alive today
Yeah.
if none of that happens.
Hmm.
What if Stardust didn't happen?
Cody's still gone from the company.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
He's not the original Stardust, though. Dusty Rhodes actually named Stardust.
right, but the reason why they put the whole Stardust thing in motion was because they were trying to find a secondary gimmick for him. Because they were trying to get rid of the dashing and then not dashing and then disfigured and whatever they were doing with him.
Wasn't it just like a total rib on the Rhodes family with McMahon?
Probably. I wouldn't be. I obviously don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Yeah.
I mean, with the polka dots, Gold Dust being what Dusty Rhodes ended up being Gold Dust, and then them changing him from Dashy Cody Rhodes to Stardust. It seems like he had it in for him, but they went to the pay window, baby.
Sleazy?
I got one for you. I think this one's an interesting one. Talking about the Booker T with his hot takes. Let's get into it. He's talking about, AEW stars moving to WWE, including Ethan Page. Ethan Page in AEW, man. He really wasn't that relevant. And then you come to NXT, man. God, he's stuff. I mean, everybody knows Ethan Page right now. He's a guy doing a hell of a job. Then you got guys who, let's say, for instance, Adam Cole in WWE in NXT. He was super, super hot. I mean, I had touted this guy as the next Shawn Michaels. That's what I said. I said that. And then he goes to AEW and gets lost in the shuffle. Really, I don't hear a whole lot from him.
Okay, we're canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
that's the best Booker T impression I got. Sorry, white guy.
Well, he's
hurt for one.
Hurt a lot.
It didn't help that the thing with him and Britt kind of blew a lot of things apart for a while too. Like, I'm sure that wasn't just a one-day thing, to say the least, because he ended up moving back to Pennsylvania over it. Like, there were weeks where he wasn't even streaming. So
I think he should have stayed in NXT/WWE and just rotted out till Vince was gone, because he did get lost in the shuffle.
Yep. I was gonna say
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. And when he comes back, what was there feud with MJF and then question mark? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
He didn't even really feud with him.
I said when he comes back.
Oh, I was going to say, he like slapped him and that was it.
Yeah.
And then technically kicked him in the dick.
Yeah.
Okay, kicked him in the dick. You're right. Here's another one. Betrayed is the word I've heard.
There's not that many from my generation that are still around, so winning the AAA is always a pleasure.
Okay. Mr. Not even in the top 1,000 wrestlers of all time, Mr. 4 out of 10 himself. And this is what he's got to say. I just found it funny. That's all.
Ain't wrong, though.
Here's another one that's more of an interesting, I don't want to say an interesting take, but it isn't even surprising, I guess. Like,
I can't even read that so small.
Oh, sorry. Let me.
Hey guys, love y'all.
Oh yeah, about the airport. Yeah, I read that. He's not wrong. Again, the stop using your children as a shield or an excuse.
Here's my thing. There's absolutely a line. The line is, you ask politely, and when they say no, you move on. They don't owe you anything, especially when they're in miller travel trying to catch a plane, maybe a connection, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Especially if they're on their way home.
Yes, and they're hurt. they're not feeling well. They just came back from 5 days shooting, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They've got 25 minutes to get this connecting flight that they paid for. Don't forget, because most guys are not getting flights. They're paying for them out of pocket, especially when it's commercial flights.
So in CM Punk's case, I doubt he's paying for his own flight, but I get what you're saying. Other talent, lesser talent, yeah. But
CM Punk might be an outlier here, but
outlier, yeah.
Most of them are like Woods and Kofi were walking through a airport while they were shooting bits for Up, Down, Down, and they got stopped. Nobody knew who fucking Xavier was, but Kofi gets stopped. It's like, oh, you're the other guy. Yeah. It's hilarious.
This is just the entitlement age now, basically.
I don't think here's the problem.
No, I kind of agree with that.
Maybe, but there's another piece to it that is the bigger problem, in my opinion. And it's guys that are grabbing a bunch of signatures on stuff so they can go and sell it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's their bigger complaint. It's one thing when it's like 30 seconds, a quick snap, maybe a little conversation, and then they're gone. It's another when they're hounding these guys with 25 bits of merchandise trying to get them all signed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have Vince McMahon's statement to the documentary that comes out tomorrow.
I think I saw that.
That's our first crossover. Well done.
I don't regret participating in this Netflix documentary. The producers had an opportunity to tell an objective story about my life and the incredible business I built, which were equally filled with excitement, drama, fun, and a fair amount of controversy and life lessons. Unfortunately, based on an early partial cutoff scene, the doc falls short and takes the predictable path of conflating the Mr. McMahon character with my true self, Vince. The title and the promo alone makes that evident. A lot have been misrepresented or left out entirely in an effort to leave viewers intentionally confused. The producers usually use typical editing tricks without context footage and dated sound bites to distort the viewer's perception and support a deceptive narrative. In an attempt to further this misleading account, the producers used a lawsuit based on an affair I ended as evidence that I am, in fact, Mr. McMahon. I hope the viewer will keep an open mind and remember that there are two sides to every story.
Could that have gone through any more lawyers?
6.
At least 6.
What I'm very interested in, or not really interested in, I'm interested in watching it, but also very interested in is the fact is WWE's going to Netflix in a few months, and they're airing this. What would Vince think it was going to be about? Like,
well, it necessarily wasn't not going to be a hit piece on him.
Right.
I mean,
like
I don't, it was going to be a little skewed.
Yeah. I don't know what he was expecting. But again, this was filmed 2 or 3 years ago too.
Now here's Janelle Grant's statement of this as a rebuttal. Vince McMahon physically and emotionally abused, sexually assaulted, and human trafficked Janelle Grant for more than 2 years. Calling his horrific and criminal behavior an affair is delusional and nothing more than a sad attempt to save his shredded reputation. Although Miss Grant has not seen the Mr. McMahon docuseries, we hope it shines a bright light on his abhorrent and criminal actions by accurately portraying the realities of his abusive and exploitative behavior. Mrs. Grant will no longer be silenced by McMahon. Her story, though deeply troubling and exceptionally painful, is one that can help other abuse survivors find their voices. She told Mr. McMahon, during line asked WWE accountable to give Mrs. Grant her day.
How many lawyers did that go through?
I was going to say, she's not going to take it. She's not going to be silent, says her lawyer. Right. So,
here's my thinking about it is that I'm just interested in the documentary. I want to see where it goes with it. Everyone on this show has multiple viewpoints about Vince McMahon and the good and the bad and whatnot. And it's going to be interesting to say the least. I'm not sure we actually talked about this. I know I did on the solo podcast that nobody showed up for.
Fuck you. Every time you say nobody showed up.
when you say you did a solo podcast, that does affect that nobody showed up for it. So you didn't need to
except for, hang on. Fuck you, first of all. You didn't show up.
I know.
I did kind of reference PWI 500. Obviously, Cody's number one. Did anybody look at the list at all? Did we talk about the list?
I saw it vaguely.
I did not. Wait. Is that Mustafa Ali in the top 20?
If you're not watching TNA, he's fucking killing.
There are some questionable items on here. Mystical being in the top 10.
That one's weird.
Naito.
Yeah. Naito is
Sonata.
Naito has spent half the calendar year that this was based on as the top champion in Japan.
That's true. Yeah.
I was talking with Joe 11.
Eddie Kingston.
I think he was doing great work. I don't know what you're talking about.
Eddie Kingston. Where's Eddie Kingston?
Ahead of Okada and Dolph Ziggler and Orange Cassidy and Edge.
Orange Cassidy's the only one I don't agree on that he should be ahead of.
Yeah, he should be. Orange Cassidy should be higher. He's been doing amazing
Christian
work.
Cage.
Okay, here's one. Edge or Christian Cage? Who's been doing better work?
Oh, Christian Cage.
Without question. Who's been winning more matches?
Christian Cage.
No. Because this, my friends, is a kayfabe list. And don't ever forget it. Because it does matter when you have wins and losses. And fucking Adam Copeland has won more matches than Christian Cage has. He's also had less matches too. So his percentage is way skewed. But yeah, there's a lot of big names on the list. A couple notable guys as friend of the show, Mike Skyros. We had him on a few years ago. Obviously a 2CW homer. Made it to the list. The last professional wrestler, the veteran Jack Vaughn, made it. Who was 440 though? That was hilarious. I can't remember.
Did Sean Carr make the list?
He did not make it this year, unfortunately. Alec Price made it on here. GCW guy. Matt Cardona at 77 was a big one.
How was he that low?
He was hurt.
He was hurt for quite a bit of it. Dom was
69.
Yes, he was.
That was purposely done.
Absolutely was. Rocky Romero at 62 is kind of a question. Obafemi 53, Braun Breaker at 52. I believe in Joe Hendry. We almost got it there. Eventually we'll get this lag down because that's what's causing it. 51. Ray's 45. Weird shit. But yeah, those are some of the numbers there. Do you have another one, Ryan? Because I have an actual clip to show that's 90 seconds long.
Oh, so I was just going to go to. I saw somebody on Reddit complain that there hasn't been a Hell in a Cell match that has really lived up to the hype of Hell in a Cell in years. And I go look at the previous matches and I see a bunch that lived up to it. But I also am easy to defend stuff. So the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 8 Hell in a Cells I'll read out there now, including the one that's coming. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. We'll go yay or nay on if they deserve the Hell in a Cell for the stories and the feuds that you can remember. Punk and Drew.
Yay.
Edge and Balor from Mania 39.
I give it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a yeah because they feuded for so long.
Yeah.
It's iffy. I will say that. I don't think it needed it, but
Cody and Seth.
No.
Their third match? You don't think that 5-star match?
No, it was an absolute great match. Did the feud deserve a Hell in a Cell? No.
The thing is that having Cody rip his pack off made that more of a moment than the
I'm so glad he planned
it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he planned the pack rip just before. No, I think that had they done any other type of match, it still would have been monumental. So for it being specifically a Hell in a Cell match, no.
Edge and Seth Rollins.
What was that one?
Crown Jewel in 2021.
No.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Now you keep in mind when this feud, Seth broke into this man's house, fucked with his shit. Like they were heavily into it, so I feel good. I think this is the first one. It happened June 21st, 2021 on an episode of Raw. Did not need to be a Hell in a Cell.
Was that Lashley and Lashley and
Raw?
Oh, Xavier Woods?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No.
That the last three before this.
That's a fever. That never happened.
No, it hadn't. And it was a response. The best thing about it, in the span of 3 fucking days, Bobby Lashley fought Xavier Woods in a Hell in a Cell. That was only on Raw, aka the COVID times, because SmackDown 3 nights before had Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio in a Universal title match in a Hell in a Cell. And then the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view happened on the 20th, and Bianca Belair fought Bayley, and Bobby Lashley fought Drew McIntyre.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah.
Go to your clip. I'm out of my Reddit shit now.
Oh,
if you take a Mark Henry, okay, or someone of Mark Henry's size and power and strength and obvious strength, and you say his finish is a headlock, and Mark Henry walks in the ring, and he snatches a guy just like this, and he just holds him there, and all of a sudden you just see, I quit, I tap, I quit, I tap, and now here's the word. No one uses a headlock. No one. If you do, you answer to him. And you answer to Vince, you know? Okay. So, no one uses a headlock. And Mark Henry comes out on TV for 26, 27, 28, 30 weeks. Grabs the guy in the headlock. And the guy's trying to push his way out of the headlock. I can't get out. I tap. He's crushing my skull.
Right.
I guarantee you within 30 weeks, that's going to be a finish that people are talking about. Oh man, that headlock, that's a bad move. He could win the world title with that headlock. And at WrestleMania, when somebody powers out of that headlock, it will be one of the biggest moments of the year. Moves will get over as long as people put the move over, get the move over. The announcers react to the move as if it's something devastating and unusual and big, and everybody on the roster is cognizant of protecting it.
100%.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I posit this question to you. Name a move that you believe was put over that well in the last 30 years.
Well, Ryan's muted. I'm going to say the One-Winged Angel.
Masterlock, Chris Masters.
Absolutely, the Masterlock is another big one. Because they did that for so long.
It was great, and then as soon as someone broke it, it ended. It was over.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't protected.
Right.
Because it absolutely wasn't protected. There's so many, don't forget, Mark Henry's finish is a half slam.
Yeah.
You want to think about it.
I love doing that to people. It was so easy.
Fun story. That is also my finish. That I call it the mic drop.
Box slam.
Yeah. See?
I'm trying to think of one.
The 3D.
Well,
crossed multiple promotions. The 3D did before somebody kicked out of it.
Undertaker himself said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm protecting that move. What does that tell you?
Hogan's leg drop.
Hogan's leg drop is another big one. Everyone protected that fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. These two are never said enough for different reasons, and I find funny. Scott Hall, Razor's Edge, untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
On the flip side of somebody who wasn't a main eventer but had an untouchable finish, Santino.
Oh, Cobra. Yeah.
Cobra.
You went down. That was it.
Brian, I think Brian was the first, if not the only person to kick out of that elimination chamber. Mm-hmm. I believed he was winning the Rumble, and I believed he was winning that elimination chamber when he hit that Cobra.
The only thing that comes to mind that was protected. Maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way. Super kick, Shawn Michaels super kick. Everybody else, I mean,
everybody was doing a super kick for years. If you're talking about a protected one, it's Chris Adams.
Yeah, Chris Adams. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and the DDT. I mean, no one used the DDT. I mean, DDT. You see how many DDTs in a match now? But when Jake was there,
that was it. It was game over. Yeah.
Right.
You had to miss the DDT.
But he hooked you different.
Yeah. Right.
I just had one I forgot. Crap, what was it? Never mind, go ahead.
For a while, the package pile driver was.
Yeah, but for a while, a lot of these moves that we say were untouchable or fucking.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it
the
was...
F5, unless it's the Roman.
Right?
Really? Like.
Or Drew.
Yeah, Drew was after Roman. See, Drew was after the Roman nonsense, right?
Yeah.
Like that first WrestleMania, he kicked out of a bunch. That was like, when you got hit with an F5, you were fucking done. Like, it didn't matter at what point in the match. When you saw that first F5, oh, fuck.
Oh, a double A spine buster.
Looks great. I don't think
it wasn't as protected as other people, though.
No.
Like, protected. I mean, like.
Danhausen's curse. Only person that ever fell for it was Daniel Bryan.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter is a big one.
I put over the Scorpion Deathlock more than the Sharpshooter.
The perfect plex.
Yeah, because even Andre's kid didn't kick out of it.
No, one I remember kicking out of it was Bret Hart.
Hogan kicked out of it.
Hogan kicked out too. But
wasn't Bret Hart the first?
No, Hogan
Perfect had their feud.
Yeah.
When Perfect smashed that belt.
Yeah.
Which that was something that, it was a fact that was fake, but you always thought it was real. I always thought the WWF Hardcore title was the one Perfect smashed.
You know, I never put two and two together, but that's actually an interesting point.
There was a new Ultimate Warrior when he came back in 96.
No.
I believed it because he was smaller. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There was just the little things enough to be like, okay.
Well, there's another protected finish, the Gorilla Slam Splash combo.
Warrior, yeah.
Here's one that we don't talk about. Fucking Yokozuna in the Banzai drop. That was protected as hell, but it kind of had to be.
Yeah. I had one on, I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I know one. It's Piper and the eye poke.
I swear to God, okay? I swear to God. God is my witness, even though I don't. Don't worry about it. I did not write this Reddit post.
Wrong. You're lying. Yep. Lie.
Come on. I will posit, and I think I've said this on the show more than once, that she is the greatest Japanese wrestler of all time. I'm saying better than Muto.
Oh, hell no.
Absolutely.
My sexist brain immediately went to women wrestlers. I didn't think all of them.
Period.
No.
Period. Better than Okada. Better than Tanahashi. Better than Inoki.
Fuck, I'm better than Tanahashi.
Yeah, it's true, but people will bring his name up anyway.
Well, people
in
bring my
terms
name up
of
good.
What she has done for professional wrestling, especially Joshi wrestling in the United States, name somebody better.
Bull Nakano.
No, I disagree.
I randomly pulled a name then.
Right, but people would say absolutely use Bull Nakano because in the 80s she was a force.
Man, I don't know if you could say she's better than Muta.
Absolutely, without question. She's
Inoki?
literally won everything What's that?
Inoki?
Yeah, better than Inoki. She also had her own promotion too. Don't forget. Canna Pro was a big deal.
Fair.
To you and the 3 people that knew about it.
Well, enough
Then
to
me
have
and you and
Muda
the other
there.
one person that watches TNA, dude. Like,
Right.
No. To be fair, you. If it wasn't for the fact that the great fucking Muda appeared in Canna Pro, it wasn't some small, tiny fucking promotion with 4 people. It was a big deal.
So you're saying she needed Muda to draw, therefore Muda's the greatest of all time?
No. Just because you bring somebody along doesn't mean that you're not the biggest star on the show.
Hogan or Steamboat? Who's greater?
Steamboat.
Depends on why you're asking.
This
And
is
you're
why.
absolutely
That's
right.
exactly why I asked that question. I didn't use Hogan Flair. I used Hogan Steamboat. The only thing Steamboat is better than Hogan at is the technical wrestling.
And
But
I dare
people,
say,
but people will compare Steamboat to Hogan on the same level, and it's not even fucking close.
No.
you're absolutely right. I dare say that in terms of draw, over the course of her career, consistently, she's drawn more. She was drawing NXT shows. She was drawing WWE shows. She was drawing shows in Japan. She was drawing shows all around the world. She, like I said, she's won literally everything there is to win in WWE.
I can make the argument that she wasn't the draw on
To
those
make it.
WWE shows.
You think she's better than Mr. Haramusawa?
Yes, without question. Without question.
I mean, I think Sleazy's right, but you can poke holes in it.
Yeah, I mean, and that
Like when she said she was
Bias
a
or bias?
draw in NXT, I don't think she was the draw in NXT.
she was one of the top draws until
One
she
of the
got
top,
hurt.
but not the draw. Same with
Wait.
WWE. She was never the top draw in WWE.
I think that she main evented a Rumble.
Really?
So
Hold on, no, I will bring up that Rumble to tell you how he's justified this fucking stat with the amount of fucking terrible people that were in that Rumble.
that's what I'm saying. So did
Yeah, and then Ronda Rousey came out and just shit all
ruin her
over it.
moment. Yeah.
But to be fair, I'm not saying that it's foolproof. Once again, my opinion. But
She
That-
has made it. Didn't she main event like a TLC or something?
yeah,
And
She
lost.
has, no, I think she won that.
Mhm.
She won the title and then
Oh,
lost
yeah,
it to
'cause that's- yeah,
and then
'cause they
lost
had-
it to
yeah,
Charlotte Flair because she wasn't a draw.
oh yeah, and Charlotte Flair was.
She made event of that WrestleMania, bitch.
Let's see. We have
Who really
Jacqueline,
invented that?
Jacqueline, Kelly, Vicky Guerrero, Lana, Tori Wilson, Dana Brooke, Mandy Rose, Sarah Logan. Yeah, great main event names.
I
here,
want
boys.
to point out who won the men's Rumble that year.
Another
New Japan,
Asian.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yes,
Yeah.
It was the road to New Japan Pro Wrestling WrestleMania in 2018.
it was Wrestle Kingdom. And
Lizzie, who won in that WrestleMania? Can you tell me?
go
again?
fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Sleazy, just tell him the one time Asuka did win at WrestleMania. He'll shut him up.
That literally, it's the only thing she hasn't done yet.
What a draw! She's done
What a
everything
draw.
in WWE
Done everything.
except win a match at WrestleMania.
Fuck's sakes. Oh
Hey,
my
at
god,
least she's
so
been
good.
there, I guess. She's been to the promised land and walked back with her tail between her legs multiple times.
Yeah.
Asuka is the what person to complete the women's Grand Slam?
The longest, wasn't she?
Like, as in, there's been 6
Number.
people to do it.
Oh, like she's in terms of number of how many,
Of who's done it. Like,
she was like
this person did it, this person did it, this person did it. What number was Asuka?
she,
Charlotte?
her last title was a while.
Okay.
No, I think what he's saying is, out of the 6 Grand Slam champions, what number did she win it in?
So,
like
like, I'll
4
give an
or 5.
example. I'll give an example. In the revised format, Kurt Angle was the first person to be generally given the Grand Slam. Eddie Guerrero was second, Edge was third, Big Show was fourth, as they considered it. So of the 6 women, where is Asuka? And you said 4?
I think she's 4th.
I think 5.
Incorrect, both of you.
Well, what
she was the second person.
was she?
I had two.
Bailey was the first because they
Bayley was
promoted the
definitely
shit out of it.
Yeah.
Bailey won her Grand Slam May 19th. Kane. 2019, which was with the SmackDown / Women's World Championship. Asuka won her Grand Slam with the Money in the Bank cash in on Becky when she was pregnant, April 2020.
That's right. Yeah.
Sasha Banks was third when she won the SmackDown Women's Championship on October 25th, 2020. Charlotte Flair was fourth when she, with Asuka, won the tag team titles in December 2020.
So you're telling me, wait a second, that to be a Grand Slam champion, she had to pull one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Japanese wrestler of all time to be her tag partner.
Remember, she also won it with Bailey too. So
yeah. Number 5 was Rhea Ripley, who completed it April 1st, 2023. And the most recent was Becky Lynch when she won the NXT Women's Championship September 12th, 2023. Reddit used to be cool and tell you who was missing belts. But like realistically right now, who's next?
Belair.
So you're gonna bring Belair back to NXT like they did with Becky?
Yeah, Belair.
I can see Belair winning it, but I don't see her being next.
Well, here's the thing. If you are believing what the dirt sheets are saying, there's going to be IC and US title belts on the main roster for the women. Io is probably a good one.
What, she just needs the Raw?
The Raw one.
Yeah, good. Yeah, nice.
What is Liv?
Liv needs NXT.
NXT.
She won both sides, doesn't she?
As far as I know, she won Raw,
Yeah, she's the Women's World Champion now.
Yeah.
So.
But that was the SmackDown one.
Huh?
The Women's World Championship was the old SmackDown Championship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Liv now under the Raw side just to see if she was there. Becky, no, Liv hasn't won Raw either.
So she needs NXT and Raw.
Okay. This happened.
She had the Raw title. I swear to God, she had the Raw title.
Liv won SmackDown.
Speaking of long title reigns.
Yep.
She just beat Samoa Joe's Ring of Honor title
10 days ago.
This was 10 days ago. By the way, before we continue, obviously we found these things on Reddit. Credit obviously goes to the users that have been posting these. This was off of r/squared circle, r-reddit, r-sc jerk. Did you use any others?
I had r/wrestling without the G and r/Reddit W and with the Reddit.
Yeah, before I forget, because obviously credit goes out to them for actually posting this stuff. We're just reacting to it more than anything. One of my favorites here is Athena in general. Was Athena wasted in WWE?
I'll answer that question because I'm going to bring up her championships and accolades in WWE while you're talking about it, just to see.
Mm-hmm.
She was NXT champion.
Yeah, she was.
Women's champion.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't she get hurt on the main roster?
Yeah, she separated her shoulder, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She was in WWE for 6 years, from 2015 to 2021.
Jesus, it didn't seem like it was that long.
Maybe she was before her time.
I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound really disparaging, and I don't mean it this way. I really don't. But once again, she's the champion of the developmental brand.
And what a perfect champion she is to develop them.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
If you times her NXT title reign, the amount of days, by 4, you still don't have enough days to match a Ring of Honor one.
Who'd she lose it to? Io? Was that the time where they were trading them?
No.
Who'd she lose it to?
The Queen of Spades.
Oh, Baszler.
Baszler.
There's another person that I feel like has gotten.
Here's an interesting one for the Grand Slam. When she comes back, Alexa Bliss.
Bliss needs NXT.
Alexa.
Bliss is the same issue. Bliss needs NXT.
Yeah.
Well, if she comes back from her maternity leave, what's the best place to put her to win a belt?
Yeah, she's been off TV for a long time, so it wouldn't.
Yeah, January on maternity leave. So
yeah,
for her to come January 23. So for her to come back, that would be the perfect spot for her to come back, and if she wins that, she's a Grand Slam champion.
I'm going to bring up 3 women's wrestlers' names here now. Which one of them will be Grand Slam champion first, if any of them do it? Where's this? Roxanne Perez, Laya Valkyrie, Tiffany Stratton.
Roxy.
I was gonna say your money has to be on Roxy.
The money has to be. See, I like Valkyrie, but I'd say the money has to be on Roxanne Perez.
Tiffany's a step ahead with the Money in the Bank and will get her second championship because confidently I can say until it changes, no woman has ever lost a Money in the Bank contract. Cash in.
Right.
Yeah.
So Tiffany's getting the belt. So she's 2 or 4 away.
Yep.
If this Nia Jax storyline goes the way it's going, I can see them sneak a tag title reign in. All I think is Tiffany. That's going to be.
Actually, which one is Nia missing? Because she was NXT champ.
The NXT title.
And that was never NXT.
And yeah, she's missing the NXT title.
She fought for it, but she
a bunch.
Yeah.
She was always fighting as challenger.
I think she's missing another belt too. I think.
No. I think just NXT.
She won both main roster titles and she's won the tag titles.
I thought she only won 1 main roster belt twice.
No, she won the SmackDown Women's title.
She's won the Women's Championship twice and the Tag Team title twice.
Oh, so she
is missing
one.
I told you I knew that.
Okay.
Or is she missing the SmackDown one?
No, she won the SmackDown title.
No.
I was there.
No.
Or was it the
Raw one?
As WWE Championship 2 times current.
Raw, yeah. She won the Raw. That's what's got everybody messed up.
Damn.
When they flipped the belts with
Yeah.
right, and they changed the names, it was just so fucking tangly. Like the women's title was then the Raw women's title, and now it's back to being called the Women's Championship again.
Yeah.
While the SmackDown title was always the SmackDown one until it became the Women's World Heavyweight Championship.
Which is a SmackDown title.
But it's on Raw.
Yeah. This is probably one that if we had Mr. Kevin J. Callis
Affirmative.
on the show.
Who, by the way, perfect segue, will be on next week when we go old school in trivia.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait for that. Deaf Rebel. I want to keep saying like Def Leppard for some reason. Will not have their contracts renewed. Right? So here's my question. We have Kingdom by Down Straight. We have CM Punk back with Living Color and whatnot. Who do you believe should have the next big mainstream song in WWE? And what should it be?
My first name that popped into my head was Roman.
But what?
That I didn't get that far. The first wrestler I thought that would be a great mainstream to attach to a big name, Roman. This was 10 years ago, Cena. But Cena mainstreamed his own music.
Yeah.
Yeah, figure out a wrestler first, then we can figure out a sign. But like what? Would you count Jericho in terms of? Oh no, I'm sorry, because we're just doing WWE.
Yeah, just WWE.
Jade Cargill champion.
Yeah. That's
Period.
good. I'm trying to think if there's a big one that would be interesting. Like,
if you're going to do Jake Hager, why wouldn't you do Thunder? Na 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 na. I know it's going to cost a fucking pretty penny, but like,
it's a hard question because you're
give Miz short dick man. No short dick.
How about the immigrant song? Somebody's got to pay $3 million for that, right?
And now here's where I go to the roster of the WWE just to see.
Right.
I know it's there.
Like, do you do something different with Punk? I don't think so.
No.
No.
Like, all the
Punk's the
personality is
catalyst.
his,
That's perfect for Punk.
right?
I'm too sexy for my shirt for American Made with Otis.
Yeah, I'm too sexy.
I'm just thinking of random ones now. Not like that would be funny, but not big suited. As I'm bringing up the roster thing.
He's a man, such a man, real man.
Where is the cock sucking for rosters?
Well, what about? I think Ludwig Kaiser would be good for that. I'm too sexy.
I
Like, it's
mean,
the German guy singing it.
yeah.
I know. I don't hate it. Like I get where you're going to with the. There it is. Ha. No. And Monster Mash, Braun Strowman, or Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
He did the monster mash.
Any
It was a
bad,
mash.
any Bad Bunny song for Carlito and the LWO or the Judgment Day. You know what I mean?
Honestly, if they went to Bad Bunny today, he would absolutely write one just for them.
Oh yeah.
And there's your answer.
Priest. Yeah. You're absolutely
Yep.
right. That's it.
Yep.
Because Bad Bunny would absolutely do one for Priest.
Yep.
Get another fucking remix for Rey Mysterio would be cool. Such a big name, still around.
Is POD actually around? I don't even know anymore.
I'd say Orton, but I'm so used to Orton's song.
Yeah.
I'd give Drew his old song back, to be honest.
And Sheamus.
But
Is
I
the
don't.
sample thing Lobsterhead?
Sheamus's wasn't a mainstream song in terms of like a band outside. Drew's was.
Yeah.
Broken Dreams.
Broken Dreams.
Shamus Harvest.
Kane had a song by freaking
Figure 11.
Figure 11, yeah.
Slow Chemical, I think it was called.
Yep.
I would love to get Our Lady Peace back into wrestling.
I mean, Kingdom, honestly, has probably been the best big one that's happened in recent memory.
Only because it came out. No, I'd say Punk's is bigger. Like everybody knows Kingdom, but both the personality's been so long, and
yeah, but Punk had it in 2013. I'm talking recent.
Fair enough. Okay.
What do you think Nia reusing Mark Henry's entrance?
Whoa. Well, one of them's dead, isn't it? One of 3-6 Mafia is dead.
Still the same song though. The other two just gets more money on the royalties.
So every third whoa, you don't hear the whoa. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
This is pretty funny. So I'm on Wikipedia, and everybody shits on Wikipedia for the most part. Fuck you all, because they pay people to fix the shit on Wikipedia, right? People there, that's their job. So most times on Wikipedia, look at it a couple times, if the same thing is normally right. As I look through the personnels on WWE's website, or on Wikipedia about WWE, it has the non-exclusives. 4, 5, 6. There's 7 people on the men's non-exclusive that are not specifically assigned to a brand, and they are free agents and can appear on any show. They are Brock Lesnar, Eric, Jimmy Uso, John Cena, Omos, and there's 2 names there. Can you tell me what they are? They have not appeared. And I'll give hints as per. They have not appeared on WWTV.
Ever?
I can't claim ever because jobbers and masks and all that stuff. If they did, that's a cool trivia question. If that helps.
Okay, so what's the question again here?
There's 7 non-exclusive people currently on the WWE list that aren't on either brand or free agents can show up to either show. I gave you the 5 of Lesnar, Eric, Jimmy Uso, John Cena, and Omos. For whatever reason, they're just not around. I find it funny that there's 2 other names on this list I didn't expect to see.
Logan Paul.
No, he's considered SmackDown.
Is he?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, if you watch,
I don't watch the product.
Hint 2: they're both former world champions outside of WWE.
I was going to say for him. I thought he's that out.
AJ Styles?
No, he's
outside
back out.
of WWE.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
never
I mean,
been
yeah,
in WWE.
Never been in WWE, as far as I know, and we're world champions outside of WWE. Oh, Sleazy, whatever you just said made me look up something else. Then I can't remember.
Penta Ray.
No, but close because they are a tag team. Hint 3.
Hardy Boys.
Incorrect.
Well, they were
The
champions.
Dudleys?
Devon wasn't world champion outside of
he
WWE.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Both have wrestled in TNA.
Edge and Christian?
Slap him, Ryan.
I don't know what TNA is. I don't watch that.
They're a tag team that are both former world champions.
Mm-hmm.
They're world champions in TNA.
Yes.
Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode's considered like producer now. And the last clue, they're from Detroit. I think both.
Motor City Machine Guns.
They are listed already as non-exclusive on the Wikipedia page, which I found really funny. Because if they weren't signed, you know what I mean?
Why are they on that list?
Like somebody made it a point to carefully edit it. Oh, because it was a spoiler by Mike Johnson on September 13th. So Wikipedia has decided that is true fact for now.
I mean, Mike Johnson's relatively respected in the dirt sheet world.
So how do you not believe in WWE's system when these are the names that are trainers or assistant coaches currently in NXT in the Performance Center? Fit Finley, Matt Bloom, Norman Smiley, Robbie Brookside, Only Lorcan, Sarah Amato, Steve Corino, Terry Taylor, Wesley Blake, and Tyler Breeze.
Add to the fact that they bring in guest trainers all the time too.
Yep.
And I brought up, and those are only names that have a Wikipedia page. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 names that don't even have a Wikipedia page that are trainers or are connected some way, shape, or form in building the future for WWE.
Who are those guys? By the way?
Alexis Scully, Brian Duncan, Johnny Moss, JP Major, Logan Byman, Sarah Barnett, and Tara Halabai. They are trainers or strength and conditioning coaches. One's a director of strength and conditioning, one's a trainer coach, one's a head athletic trainer.
So we're going to have to cut this off. We got 10 minutes before the sports podcast. So
Ryan Buck Gotch, Reddit, Twitter. We don't need a Reddit quote because, well, we just did a Reddit episode.
I'm not saying it to end right now, but just.
Well, okay. He left. I knew that was coming. So go for it. Put you guys over. Put yourselves over.
You can catch me in the Hall of Famer Fat Man in about 10 minutes time on the Best Darn Sports Show period 2. We're going to be talking about the last week in the NFL season, the upcoming playoff in baseball, talking about hockey being back, and a whole lot more. So join us in about 10 minutes over on the Facebook. And yeah.
Cool. I'm at TWS Sleazy. Fuck this asshole. And we are at SleazyFatman on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Please like and follow us there. Find our videos at twitch.tv/SleazyFatman, youtube.com/SleazyFatman, and premium content at onlyfans.com/wrestling show. Like and subscribe on your favorite platform and click that notification icon on YouTube. It allows you to know when we go live, not just on our normal shows, but when we also do TWS After Dark. Explore more content at thewrestlingshow.com, including articles, merch, and so much more. Once again, you can check me out guest hosting on the latest episode of Beyond the Seven Kingdoms podcast, where we talk all sorts of different things, including politics, intersecting with pro wrestling, Battle of the Billionaires, and a bunch of other stuff. The links, once again, are in the chat and will also be in the liner notes of this episode. So with a thanks to, first of all, to Reddit, a thanks to Ryan, even though he bounced off. A thank you to Heavy G for hopping on. And as always, for Sleazy.
For the Fat Man.
This is the Wrestling Show. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.
Fuck Dave Meltzer. Fuck Tony Khan. and his alleged coke habit. Hot dogs on a sandwich, a sub is not a sandwich, a burger is a sandwich, tacos, burritos are not sandwiches. Next week, Kevin J. Callis
Affirmative.
will be on the show.
I'm a truth that you seem to run from. I'm an army of one. I'm a clip in your gun.